Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Wahibur Rahman with the news. First, the UP headlines. Ubaidul Qadir speaks of possibility of new faces in election time government. Decision to be made at joint meeting of Awami League on Friday. Nirmal Committee demands declaring ineligibility of any alliance fielding Jamaat leaders as candidate. No jurisdiction to obstruct anybody in independent or aligned elections, says EC. And High Court ends appeal hearing of Khaleda Zia and ACC India Orphanage Trust graft case. Order tomorrow. Now on to the details. Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir has hinted that size of the government before election is not reducing, rather new faces could be added. At a press briefing at the Secretariat, he however said power of the ministers would be squeezed. Ubaidul Qadir said a decision on the matter would be taken at a joint meeting of Awami League on Friday. Referring to the arrest of Barrister Moinul Hussain, the Awami League General Secretary has said he has been sued for derogatory comments about women and it has no relation with National Unity Front movement. BNP Chairperson's advisor, Professor Imajuddin Ahmed, has said acceptable election would not be possible unless Parliament is dissolved. He stated this at a memorial meeting of BNP leader M.K. Anwar at a national press club. Professor Imajuddin urged the government to withdraw all cases against the party leaders and workers before the election. Ghatok Dalal Nirmal Committee has demanded to take steps so that family members of war criminals including Jamaat and Hifazat-e-Islam cannot take part in the election as independent candidate. The committee presented 5-point demand in a meeting held with Chief Election Commissioner Kem Nurul Huda to ensure holding free, fair and acceptable election. They also demanded that even if the Jamaat leaders want to contest in the election from any alliance, then that alliance should also be declared ineligible to participate in the election. However, the Chief Election Commission informed the delegation that if any person wants to take part in the election independently or as a member of any alliance, then it is beyond Election Commission's jurisdiction to bar him from the election. The High Court has fixed tomorrow the date for issuing order of Judge Orphanage Trust graft case following conclusion of appeal hearing by the ACC and the prosecution. The division bench of Justice Inayat Rahim and Justice Mustafizur Rahman gave the order. Earlier, the court rejected the petition of Begum Khaleda Zia seeking to postpone the appeal hearing. It may be mentioned that the trial court awarded 5 years imprisonment to Begum Khaleda Zia in the case of 8th of February. Begum Zia and other accused filed appeal for acquittal against the court's verdict. On the other hand, ACC appealed for enhancing the punishment. Awami League President member and Health Minister Mohammad Nasim has said the national election will be held in time at any cost, withstanding any obstruction. He said this during a meeting between 14 party leaders and members of Buddhist community on the eve of Probarona Purnima in the capital. Nasim also warned that stern measures would be taken against anyone hatching conspiracy to fall the election. ECNEC at a meeting chaired by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has approved a project costing 4,500 crore taka for purchasing 35 dredgers for increasing navigability of 100 rivers in the country. Informing this, Planning Minister H.A. Mustafa Kamal said another project for acquisition of land for making the 270-kilometer long Dhaka-Sylhet highway into 4-lane was also approved in the meeting. High Court has directed the Health Ministry to submit within 6 months the list of presence and absence of doctors in all Upazila health complexes across the country. The rule was issued by the bench of Justice Moinul Islam Chowdhury and Justice Ashraful Kamal after a preliminary hearing on the public interest writ. All concerned, including Health Secretary and DG Health, have been asked to respond to the rule within 4 weeks. RAB has arrested 15 members of a fraud gang along with huge numbers of stolen mobile and equipment for changing IMEI number from Gulistan in the capital. At a press briefing, commander of RAB 3 said the organized gang used the mobiles in militancy, terrorism and extortion activities. Now, news from abroad. President Donald Trump has warned that the U.S. will bolster its nuclear arsenal to put pressure on Russia and China. Speaking to reporters, he repeated his belief that Russia has violated the 1987 INF Treaty, which he has threatened to leave, denying that Russia has warned it will respond in kind of the U.S. develops more weapons. And that's the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATN News. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.